Dating women is gay. Having sex with women is gay.
One of Nick Fuentes' biggest talking points has always been white Christian males are under attack and on the verge of extinction.
They're literally counting down the days until whites are a minority in America. There's a genocide going on right now. It's against whites.
Christians?
But then you hear how these same white Christian males talk about women.
A lot of women want to be, and when I say, I mean like, that sounds bad when I say it like that.
You know what? Women suck. Like, they're talking too much. They're not hot anymore. Like, you're fat, you're chubby, you're not as hot as you think you are. You talk too much, you're a...
I will continue my crusade against women in politics. I'm not attacking women. I'm attacking whores.
They're cooked. They might just be out of here. So Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan got in a 2-hour-long debate, which really exposed what we already knew, that Nick is a little hateful, Nazi-loving, super racist, most likely closeted homosexual, incel white supremacist who thinks women are really, really yucky.
You should not seek sex, because if you seek sex, you will become gay, because sex is a gay act.
It's so weird that there's a younger generation of men that look up to people like Nick and Myra, when it's super clear that neither one of these guys actually like or are attracted to women.
I don't live with my girl. I think it's a bad idea to live with women. I think it makes you weak and soft.
And they are grooming the young men to be just like them, which is lonely, racist, incel dweebs that hate women and spend all their time online spreading hatred while blaming their lack of success or happiness on minorities or women that they've never met or interacted with in real life. And I think all that really came into focus in the debate, where Nick came off as an insecure little weird man.
But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women, but I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Now, I know this channel is super entertaining, but for all the times you get bored, there's a game you can play and get paid for. If you check out the link in the description or scan the QR code, you can sign up for freecash.com and start right away. It's simple, and it only takes a few seconds to create an account with your email and password. Inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. That's how some users are earning hundreds of dollars on certain offers. And you don't even have to spend anything. Just stick to the free levels and cash out. The whole point is, instead of sitting there scrolling like we all do, you can play games and earn money at the same time. And when it's time to cash out, you got options, PayPal or gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in the description or scan the QR code. Sign up free and start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you get a $5 bonus to kick things off. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Just to clear up one of the many theories about you, I've no idea what the answer is and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No, but I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
He's never been around any other than his mom. I swear, the more I talk about these weirdos, the more they remind me of 40-year-old virgin.
Have you ever felt a breast before, man?
Yes.
You get
There's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
It's so weird to me that all these MAGA, America First, right-wing racists just want to rewind the clock back to before black people and women had rights. They don't want to fix anything. They don't want to change anything. They just want to take it back to when they were the only voice that mattered, which always puzzles me. If that's the case, then why do white women go along with it? I guess they're just fine not having rights.
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know I'm the boomer here, but actually, you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow
fossil.
old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
It's absolutely nothing wrong with being a virgin. But when you build your entire platform off being racist and hating the opposite sex, spewing hatred at them to a young audience, to the next generation of men, while being a virgin, while having no experience with women in your life, not dating, not anything, I don't know how anyone doesn't view him as being in the closet and just straight up hating on women. Because look at how this guy talks about women like they are his ops.
A lot of women want to be raped, and when I say raped, I mean like, that sounds bad when I say it like that, but there's like a lot of women that really want a guy to beat the shit out of them. but also they have to pretend, but part of it is they have to pretend like I will continue my crusade against women in politics. Because it's always like this, and it's so ironic. Women are like, I don't like, when you say, you have to affect the face. When you say to repeal the 19th Amendment, that offends me. That hurts my feelings. It's like, have you ever stopped and considered that maybe if you get offended, there's such a strong emotional reaction to political opinions you disagree with across the board? Maybe that's one of the reasons why you shouldn't be making political decisions. I'm not attacking women. I'm attacking whores.
I'm talking about if you really challenge women, you really challenge the power of women. And that's as simple as going to women and saying, hey, shut the f up. You know, we don't want to hear you talk. I'll let you know when I want to hear you talk. I don't want to hear you talk right now, so shut the f up. Because guys get to a certain age and they're like, you know what? Women suck. Like, they're talking too much. They're not hot anymore. Like, you're fat, you're chubby, you're not as hot as you think you are. You talk too much, you're a bitch. Women need to shut the fuck up.
Keep in mind, a 27-year-old virgin that's never had a girlfriend. What does he know about relationships or anything else involving women? But these young MAGA people think he's smart and they take their life advice from him, which is why they're always online, either spewing racism, spamming the N-word, or telling women go make a sandwich. But when I say a lot of us has always known Nick Fuentes is in the closet, this is what I mean.
And when I said on Elijah Schaefer's show, and they said, have you ever been in a romantic relationship? Have you ever had sex with a girl? And I said, no. If you name searched me on Twitter, as I always do, all these gay people are coming out and saying, I've had more girlfriends than Nick. I've had sex with more girls than Nick. So like I said last week, not only is that thinking flawed, but actually it's the reverse. That actually makes me really more heterosexual than anybody. If we're really being honest, never having a girlfriend, never having sex with a woman really makes you more heterosexual, because honestly, dating women is gay. Having sex with women is gay.
A year from now, he's going to be telling his audience, if you really want to be straight, go date a guy. He's going to kill out the white race on his own, and he's worried about immigration.
Say it together. No, it's in the movement. I won't go as far to say that.
You should not seek sex, because if you seek sex, you will become gay, because sex is a gay act.
Please help me make this make sense. One of his biggest talking points is that white people are dying out. But he's telling his white audience of young men that if they have sex with women, they're going to be gay. 27-year-old virgin that's never dated a woman, by the way. I think the story is the same with all of these right-wing incel guys, just like it is with the red pill incels, as Marvin is a good example of that.
I don't want to sound like an ass, but I don't do for the express pleasure of women, man. It's a waste of time. It's way more important to protect her than to please her. Who gives a fuck about a woman's orgasm? It's useless.
Right. That is so gay. These are just dudes in the closet that's never been with women before.
Wait a minute. You said who gives a... Have a woman ever had an orgasm with you when you was having sex? Yeah. Do you know how that feels for you?
Right. I don't. And I'm not like in there like trying to like make it happen. I just like do it.
You know what he reminds me of? 20-year-old virgin. When they asked him, has he ever felt boobs before?
Yeah, describe her.
You know, when you grab a woman's breast and you feel it and it feels like a bag of sand.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever felt a breast before, man?
Yes.
Dude, are you gay?
If it happens, awesome. If it don't, like, oh, no, well.
He got rejected by girls early on in life, grew up to hate women because of that.
Because when I was 18 years old, playing Halo, figuring out my life, no would have taken me. So now that I'm up, you're down, that I'm going to exercise the leverage.
36 years old.
And use his platform to basically spread hate propaganda against women, which makes his audience hate women. Again, that's why you see all these weirdos online on social media just spamming either racism or misogyny. That's it. That's all they got.
The straightest thing you could do is to never have sex. And everyone knows that's true.
But meanwhile, Nick is complaining and raising alarms about white genocide, about the white Christian male dying out, when he is literally polarizing his audience of young, probably virgin men against women. White people complaining about white genocide will never not be funny to me. Like, bro, you are a self-admitted virgin. You are clearly... You are clearly not doing your part. Clearly.
They can be proudly Jewish in their own land, whereas in America, we are being besieged by 10 million illegal immigrants in 4 years. And then whites and Christians are going to be the minority. And that's true in Canada, Australia, all the countries in Europe. So you could say there's 2 billion people, but what's the proportionality? What is the percentage of people being born that are white? Where's the arrow pointing? Where are we going to be in 50 years?
27-year-old virgin that hates women, that thinks they're gross, that tells his audience they're gross. And funny enough, Sneeko, one of Nick Fuentes' frenemies, actually spoke on this a while ago.
I've said white people need to start having children now. White people need to start having strong immigration. White people need to care about their own race. I've been talking about this for 2 years, for how long?
But meanwhile, Nick Fuentes and his army of groypers hate women.
Nick, why do you think dating women is gay?
Well, here's what I think is gay. It is gay to date women. Here's what's gay about it.
It's so funny. Just seeing him sit there. He looks like a little 7-year-old dweeb. This is who the alt-right is looking to start a race war, to take over MAGA with America first, to be their leader. This little child right here who hates women. And of course, Nick's groypers, MAGA, whoever else, is gonna argue that Nick had a great showing, that he showed Pierce Morgan up. But most normal people think it's the opposite. Incel, who is most likely gay and hates women and LGBTQ. Yeah, that tracks. So many MAGA men are self-hating losers. Sad way to live. Yeah. I've never bothered listening to Nick Fuentes speak before, but I just unmuted and now I'm baffled. I know stereotypes are bad or whatever, but is he not clearly gay? He is to everybody else but his fans. And advice from Lou has been going in. America's biggest loser and incel 27-year-old Nick Fuentes is a prime example of what not to be as a man. For a generation that's obsessed with being real men, how do you follow such a loser who failed in every regard to being a man worthy of respect? He never grew up and hates everything that doesn't comfort his insecurities because his only purpose is cope for lack of accomplishment. He feels inferior about himself, so he tries to level the playing field by attacking and blaming everyone else for his shortcomings. I think that is 100% factual, and that goes for all of the MAGA folks, all of the America First folks, and I would say a lot of conservatives in general at this point. I get that once people find a person, a personality that they like online, they will identify with them, cling to them, all of that. But there's no way that a straight man has talked about women and relationships and dating that many times and purposely made it out to be a homosexual thing. This man talks about dating women as if that will make you gay. So how many young, undeveloped, terminally online minds has he infected with that same mentality? That women are the devil, they're evil, they're terrible to be around. If you touch them, you're gay. Sex with a woman is gay. All while he is a 27-year-old virgin who's never experienced any of those things. And at the same time, he's raising alarms about the birth rate dropping for white people. It's really hilarious and confusing that none of his followers see a problem with this. They don't see the conflict there. Hopefully Nick and Myron both are able to look in the mirror one day, just admit that they're gay, come out the closet, and live happy lives. Maybe they would be much happier and way less disgruntled. But shout out to my channel members. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for watching, and y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.